Hey fellow Aquas, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of Virgin Aura reading here. Let's talk about the meditation I just did for y'all. It was a lot. I felt like I was looking at a greatest hits playlist or something. It was just like a lot. I heard Better When We're Together. I don't know if that's what the song is called, but it's like, Ooh, We're Always Better When We're Together by Jack Johnson. I heard the Banana Pancake song by Jack Johnson. I heard Life is a Highway, the Rascal Flatts version, like a lot of fast moving forward energy. Then I saw like a mama bear with 3 little baby bears. And then I saw someone's, but it was like a greatest hits. It was like chapters or something. And then or different realities or possibilities or timelines. I'm not sure. And then I saw someone step out onto an empty stage, like in a theater, and then a spotlight hit them. And then again, I think I saw this last time too, like an image of a star. The North Star feels very important to speak on. I have to tell you, so you know how we're the star key in the deck, right? And you guys are last reading of the day. You're going to be the first that I post because I will always post y'all first because obviously, like, we are one. With our powers combined, we are Captain Aquarius. But I've been talking a lot about stepping into and sitting with and claiming the energy of the key that you are connected to within the tarot. So for us, we are the star key, right? And being that star key is about what? It's about being a beacon of hope and light for others. It very much represents the wounded healers of the world, right? As the Aquarians can and are, can be and are. It's also about allowing yourself to be seen, even when it can be uncomfortable to be so firmly in the spotlight. We like our privacy, don't we? We like our privacy. We like to be able to, I always say that my favorite position at any party is to be right on the outskirts of it, right? It's like in the Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil with John Cusack and Kevin Spacey, when one of the female characters says like, oh, my favorite place to be at a party is right on the outskirts of it. And I got a flash of that. But it really feels like we are being called to step into these stars that we are and allow that attention to be on us in a way that is balanced with the responsibility of that position. Feels important. It feels very important. It feels very destined. It feels very star at the top of a Christmas tree, the northern star, which guides people. I mean, it really feels like it's a time to really step into our natural element of being the stars that we are. Fascinating. Well, let's see what animal comes up, shall we? My beautiful fellow Aquarians. Okay, I can't. Okay, we have never gotten this before. I was thinking one fine day we will get this. We got the unicorn. It's the unicorn. Hi and hello. This is the magical creature. This is magic. Hi, magic. Right? Do you remember how I've been sitting here run mouth about how it feels like it's a time to really let ourselves be seen for the mystics that we are, for the healers that we are, for the wounded healers that we are, for the bright, shining element that we are? The unicorn. Does the unicorn not draw a gaze from everybody whose path it crosses? I understand that this is like a fictional, quote, creature, but think about it. If a unicorn went walking down the street at high noon, I think it would draw some attention. This is manifestational magic. This is, see this full moon realness that I'm getting here? We did just have the full moon in Aries, which I don't know about y'all, but it affected me a lot. Aries is whether you have Aries I have 0 Aries in my chart, like 0. But the Aries energy is very much about like, there's a right and a wrong way. It's this or that. You know what I mean? Like Aquarians are like, yo, we live in the gray, so don't even play. You know, we can be very stubborn and we can be very set in our ways, but at the end of the day, like, don't, you know, don't come at me with black and white, because even if I agree with the black or the white, I will, just for the sake of argument and purpose, right? Like, find the gray and hold it up to your face. That's just like who we are inherently. Do you know what I mean? What's really interesting about this too is unicorns also represent children. Working with children or children with magical abilities or gifts. And in the meditation, I saw that mama bear with the 3 baby bears, right? So this can be about a lot of different things. This can be about connecting with the child within us and connecting back to the time before we went through this life and got all wounded warrior and and stuff like that, and really connecting to what we loved about ourselves as children, or the activities we loved as children. Or this could very much be about, you know, it's if you think about that childhood sense of innocence and wonder, like there are a lot of children who, you know, it's like, you can't tell them Santa Claus isn't real. You can't tell them that unicorns don't exist. You know what I mean? Are we entering into a time where we're being called to suspend our belief? That's something they say about the theater. It's like you have to suspend, or is it suspend your disbelief? That's what it is. It's suspending your disbelief. You have to just kind of like accept what you see in the context of a show, no matter how, you know, fantastical it is. You have to suspend. It's a suspension of disbelief. That's what this feels like we're being called to do, which in a way is kind of linking up with that whole when pigs fly aspect that's been coming through for us as well. Like, oh yeah, that'll happen when pigs fly, right? Suspension of disbelief. I think some real magical things are coming our way, and it's going to be on a level of like, it's going to be unreal. It's going to be magical. It's going to be like fairy level of like, how on earth, like, did this manifest? How is this real? Is this real? Unicorn. Unicorn. This is the energy. I also feel like this is who or what we're attracting. Opportunities or people that are just almost unbelievable, but in a really cool way. 9 of Cups. I love when Spirit shows off. I mean, Spirit shows off often, but I feel like Spirit shows off the most in Aquarius readings. This is wish fulfillment. This is complete and utter wish fulfillment. And I've literally just been talking about attracting things that are on the level of having to suspend your disbelief, because it's that level of get out of here with that. I can't believe that. I keep hearing that. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Right? You know, I feel like part of this is saying that part of the wish fulfillment manifests and comes by stepping into that light and allowing ourselves to be seen. Not seen in a certain way, but seen for who and what we actually are, which is another way of saying letting your freak flag fly, right? I think we've talked a lot about that. That's how you attract members of your tribe. That's how you attract people who are vibrational to you. But you've got to live out loud and be unabashedly yourself and not filter yourself for anybody. I mean, you've got to be cognizant, obviously, and like use, you know, good judgment, but you guys are going to freak out. Ace of Cups. Hi, Ace of Cups. This is mega, 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 mega love. Mega, 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 mega psychic abilities, intuitive downloads, and magic. Okay? You know, this intuition aspect, along with the unicorn as well, I keep wanting to go back to this. Magic, magic, magic. Which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, makes a lot of sense, because I'm talking about the time where Samhain happens. Or, right? I call it Samhain because I follow the wheel of the year, but it's neither here nor there. But there's something about this magic and it being the magical time of year. I'm telling you, something and or someone is coming in here that's going to be like it's almost as if, like, I think this has come up before, where it's like, is there a hidden camera? Am I being punked? It's that level of fantastical. You have the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, which is insane to me. And then you have the frickin' Wheel of Fortune, which is even more insane, right? The wheel turns, friend. It turns, the Wheel of Fortune very much turning in our favor. I just want to draw some parallels here. gonna draw the lines here, some synchronicities here. But first, hold on, because this is real eventful. Okay, so the new moon. Okay, I'm hearing something about this new moon. Is it the Hunter's moon? I think it's the Hunter's moon coming up here. There's something about this new moon, which is a time when we set our intentions for manifest. There's something here that's going to manifest under or around the influence of this new moon that we wished for a long ass time ago. Even something that we not forgot that we wished for, but like altered to meet like an expectation where it's like, oh, it's probably not going to happen like that. Or we literally like just not gave up on it, but released it to the four winds type of deal. Do you see, okay, this moon here, which feels more like a new moon than a full moon to me actually. And then we've got the circle here, right? Which denotes like a mythical creature. Then we've got the circular sun, the circle in the sunflower, and the fact that the cup is a circular shape, okay? And then we've got the circle here with the Ace of Cups, right? And this circle right here with that crow baby. And then we've got the circle with the Wheel of Fortune. So what are we looking at here? Oh, okay, car horn. You know, the Wheel of Fortune, the successful completion of a cycle, of a karmic cycle, which is why we're manifesting all of this good newness. What's really funny about this too, I don't even feel like, it's like, hi, let's get clarifiers, but like, this is insane. This is so cool. It's almost like this feeling of like, you were looking that way and it came up on your hard left. Like I'm seeing someone riding a bike, like on a trail, and then someone comes up behind them and they're like, on your left. That's just like what I got the image of. Or like running on a running track and there's a run. It's like on your left. Left feels important. There's something here about going left instead of right, or being left-handed, or being particularly gifted around gifted children, or there's going to be some sort of magic or happenstance that is connected to children. So I'm hearing that from the mouth of babes type deal, where a child that you're around could say something to you or pick up on something within and around you that's just kind of like rock your world. This is a time of heightened synchronicity and magic in the 3D. We are entering into that time with Samhain where the veil is at its thinnest, and that has already begun. This is a time for heightened woo-woo, which also means, as Aquarians, whoop, we're in our element, boy. You know what I mean? We give Scorpios a run for their money in that way. And you know it. You know it. Yeah. Okay, let's get some clarifiers here. This is just really cool. I just want to sit here and stare at this. The way that it's like lining up here, it's just like so gorge. Okay, Nine of Cups clarifier here. What's this wish fulfillment? Coming in here. It's the world. It came up again. We have a repeat, peeps. This is why I use 2 different decks in case we have the repeats. It's these magic moments that I live for. This magic moment. It's a song, this magic moment. That feels important too. So what did we say? We're manifesting this stuff because we've completed certain karmic cycles, learned certain lessons. We've, eaten all of our spiritual Wheaties for the year, and now it's time to receive in this last quarter, which is really cool. And that's a feeling that I'm getting here too, is that it feels like this is more like it's encompassing more than just the next couple of weeks. I feel like I'm talking about the Wheel of Fortune. I was talking about the Wheel of the Year earlier. Remember when I said that? It feels like I'm looking at longer than just this 2 week. That's interesting. So we have all the fixed signs represented here. We have us as the Aquarius, we have the Scorpio, which I was just talking about, and then we have the Leo and the Taurus, right? Okay, this is really specific, but it's coming through. I feel like I feel like this is a bonus reading. I feel like this is a bonus round reading where Spirit is stepping forward and going, okay. I know you do this by the 2 week. We know that time is fluid and that things from 6 months ago apply to now and all this stuff. But they're coming forward and saying, I feel like I'm looking from now through Scorpio season into the end of Aquarius season. Isn't that weird? But like so cool? Anyway, maybe I hope you guys are as excited about that as I am. That's exactly what it feels like. Okay, let's get a clarifier for Ace of Cups. That's exactly what it feels like. Clarifier, Ace of Cups. Because there's, it's like of those things where it's like where you learn to master, when you truly master embracing the unknown, then sometimes spirit comes through and it's like, oh my God, you've been totally cool with not knowing what's coming. Now here's what's coming. Put on your Nikes. Get that fairy dust ready. Like that's what it's very Stevie Nicks is what it is. I love Stevie Nicks. It is very Stevie Nicks. Like it's very like twirling with the shawl and very like in a magical garden of practical magic and keeping rosemary by your garden gate for remembrance and all of this stuff is what it feels like, right? Queen of Swords. Is this not us? Let me just check. Is this us? Oh yeah. Okay, it's totally us. So Queen of Swords, repping our Aquarian selves here. You know, here's what I absolutely love about this, because I'm going to tell you another reason that we manifest. Well, I'm channeling it. It's not like me being brilliant or anything. I'm just like relaying the message. But what they're telling me, shut up. I was just talking about lavender. She's holding lavender. I can't with this. It's too good. Ooh, and look at her fabulous shoes. Ooh. Okay. So, by the way, the ocean here, and then like the full cup. So I'm getting that, you know, another part of the reason, because they're telling me Aquarians love it when you show us your work. It's like, don't just tell me this is coming, tell me why and how I got here. Like, where's the evidence? You know, it's funny because we're incredibly intuitive as a sign, but it's like, but we're also so analytical and of the intellectual and mental sphere that we're also going to be like, okay, we completely accept the magic and mystery of this world, but at the same time, where are the facts and figures? Show me your work. That's what makes us so lovable, right? Anyway, I actually feel that that's why it takes an Aquarius to like truly like appreciate another Aquarius. Like not always, but in the base case, at least like when it comes to like tapping into your energy, it's like, it's so unique. We're so special. You know what I mean? Anyway, part of the reason that we're manifesting all of this wonderfulness is because we have already assumed, and we're going to be called to do it a little more here coming up here, assuming the Queen of Swords position where we are lovingly inviting towards us what is a vibration to what we desire and lovingly releasing what is not. So is that a freaking fairy? Okay. I mentioned fairy magic earlier here. Wait, do you see that freaking fairy? Do you see that? It's freaking insane. So when magic is heightened like this, just get ready. Things are about to get really interesting. I'm not trying to scare y'all, but it's interesting in a really cool way, okay? Here's the thing too. With this Queen of Swords energy, this can manifest in a lot of different ways. Like this can be you Marie Kondoing. She's like a cleaning reorganization woman that I think I've spoken of before, where she speaks of cleansing your house of anything that doesn't bring you joy. And then those things that don't bring you joy, you say, thank you for teaching me what I don't need or want, right? And then releasing it to the four winds. And I feel like that's what it is here. And you're doing it from a place of unconditional self-love and intuition here. You're like, okay, this is the great edit. With the great edit, you are making room for the new that the Wheel of Fortune wants to bring in. Does that make sense? Because like that's the purpose of it. And this is a beautiful time to do it, especially going into Scorpio season like we are, working with the sign and the time of the season that we're in. The energy is in our favor to make these loving edits and remove. Now, this can be people, this can be things in your home, but let me tell you something. When we start making edits like this, new just inevitably comes in because it's the law of attraction. It's also physics, right? It's just what it is. So let's go ahead and but don't be afraid to assume this Queen of Swords position because it's very much supported by the universe that you do this. It's also about him getting the sense of like an energy reserve and the need to reserve and preserve your energy, because I feel like everybody's going to want to drink from this cup, because who isn't going to be attracted to this high magic and the stars that we are, and that we're stepping into that point of illumination. Your phone's going to be ringing a lot. There's going to be, I'm telling you right now, going to be emails, phone ringing, people wanting to spend time with you. Not every cup is your own. when you are looking at their offers, when you are perusing the offers on the table at any given time, do so from that Queen of Swords perspective, through the lens of Ace of Cups, in mega intuition. Use your intuition to discern, how, with whom you want to be spending your time with, how it's going to work on your vibration, because who we spend time with makes up who we are, doesn't it? You are who you spend time with, right? So it's like, be very discerning around that, and don't be afraid to just release and say thank you, release with love who or what is no longer working for you. Because the more you entertain those energies out of a sense of obligation or whatever have you, it's blocking new to come in that is actually a vibration to who you are. And we can get in this feeling of like this wounded healer, like we want to fix everybody and heal everybody that comes towards us, but not every cup is for us, and we don't offer our cup to everybody, okay? But I'm also feel like I'm tapping into teaching here too. I feel like you're going to be attracting people towards you who are inspired by you, who looking at you is like looking directly into the sun in a good way, except it's like the moon. It's shining like it's shiny. Okay, so the moon is it is shiny in its own right? Luminous moon. And the sun is that masculine energy where you can't look directly into the sun because it'll literally hurt your eyes. And it's like, okay, we're shining like the sun, but no, really we're glowing like the moon, where the moon, la luna, allows people to see her. Except when it's the dark time of the moon, and then she's like, mind your business, I need a rest, right? Something to that anyway. And we are going into the new moon here. Something connected to that. Anyway, let's get a clarifier for this Wheel of Fortune here. They keep playing this freaking song to me, and I'm just going to tell you what it is because they won't stop. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. The song is From This Moment by Shania Twain. Okay. I said it. Keep going, and I'm trying to get all this information out, and I'm like, please turn this song off. I don't even listen to it. Please turn this off. From this moment, life has begun. From this moment, you are the one right beside you is where I belong from this moment on. Okay? I feel like things are about to change within this Wheel of Fortune context. You're stepping into a time of heightened magic. Remember how I said people are going to be knocking at your door? Mm-hmm. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. Now, I want to draw a parallel. Where is that parallel? Here it is. And I was very drawn to this. I felt the need to point out these signs. Do you see this stag here? And do you see the stag here in the photo, or in the key rather? So stag has been coming up a lot for me lately, been coming up in meditation a lot. So I've been reading a lot about stag energy. So I'm kind of loving that was the homework. The reason I was seeing it is probably to prepare for this reading. Stag energy is about very much removing what is no longer working for you in a loving way, just like I was talking about. But it's also about true love partnership energy. So I feel like even more so, you are going to have opportunities here, opportunities coming in that are on a love vibration. Because I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm looking at this and I feel like it's like choose your flavor. It is a general reading. I don't feel like for every single person watching this is like romantic love coming in. But I do feel like for those of you who are aligned with that energy and actually want that, then it is. That's why this is so special, because it's a choose your flavor reading. I know that sounds really funny and odd, but that's literally what I'm getting. Like, we've done something very right karmically to get here, and then it's like, choose your flavor, boo. Like, do you want to attract okay, so you're already in a loving relationship. Brilliant. Okay, so that's not on your menu. What's on your menu? It's going to be yours. All you have to do is order it. New moon is a time to set manifestation. I'm hearing place your order on the new moon. That's what I'm getting, okay? Place your order, and it's a custom to build. That's what I'm getting, custom to build. And what's really funny is the fact that this is showing up with the Knight of Pentacles to clarify the Wheel of Fortune. This is something that has been coming towards us for some time, but we had a lot of work to do before we could manifest it. It is taking our time, come here, and then the wheel turns, and suddenly it gets speeded up, and it's like, whoop, like you see this other circle here with this pentacle, it's like, whoop, and then we have the stag off in the distance. It's like, I just been waiting for you to clear out the old so that new can enter. It's like Kali says, the old must be released so that the new can enter. The great goddess Kali, right? This is what it is. It's a custom made to order wish factory here, but I don't even want to call it a wish, okay? I don't want to call it a wish. I don't feel that that's, because a wish, doesn't it sound like a wish doesn't really have feet? It more feels like it's a custom made to order, like, manifestation, because a manifestation implies that you've been working towards it in some way. Whereas a wish is like, oh, I just stumbled onto this. I wished on a star and then it blippity boppity booped right in the face. That's not what this feels like. It feels like you have put in the work, whether karmically, emotionally. It just feels like the times you're stepping into like, oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay, what exactly do I want? It's like that Romance Angels card from Doreen Virtue that says very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. But what I literally want to fold this into a panini and eat it. Like, that's how delicious this feels to me. I literally just want to sit here and stare at this, because when I tell you the feeling that shut up. Okay, Stannis Baratheon. Look at Stannis Baratheon. Look at this stag here. Do you see the stag that's on the cloak and then the stag here? I'm just out here looking for my tribe. My tribe is represented by this cloth here on a horse, and therefore I'm attracting tribe and like-minded people and vibrational matches to me. Did I not say at the beginning of this reading that the way that you draw like-minded souls, vibrational matches to you, is to be truly and fully who you are out loud and in public with discernment? And also, they're bringing to my attention that this unicorn here is really like a horse with a horn on its head. If you watch the reading I did at How to Read Tarot Intuitively, and it was a singles reading, we got a horse for that reading. So I'm just drawing in the parallel for those of you who are in the market for Lerv. But remember, it's a custom-made, or it's a custom-made order, right? Right? This is not pre-made. This isn't a wish that just falls out of the sky. This is something that you've worked toward on, and now all of the celestial realm is gathering together going, this is it. I'm connecting into the guides and the angels and the Fey magic folk and the animal people and everyone from the upper world and the lower world and everybody coming together, and like, you're their charge, you're their assignment, and they're going, oh God, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Wait to press record on the video until this moment, and then press record so that they can watch it back over and over and over. So really the point is, you're entering into a time here where you're about to have moments that are record worthy, watch back worthy. I just got shivers all over mine. We're gonna go ahead and get a goddess oracle. This is so cool. And again, Kali can be super helpful if you need help with releasing this old or determining or identifying what the old is so that new can enter, okay? Again, it's physics. You remove energy, new energy enters, okay? Heightened time of synchronicities. You're going to see what I'm saying. Whew, okay, goddess oracle. My uncles. Ooh. Okay, so we got two, and I'm really obsessed about both of these. So, oh, that's really nice. Okay, where do we start? Okay, let's start with Isolde. So Isolde, Tristan and Isolde, right? Unconditional or undying love, but I wanted to say unconditional. Undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So I feel like this is going to mean a lot of different things for different people. I do feel like for some of you, it's remarking on things you're removing from your energy with love, where it's like, I love you, but this is no longer working for me. It's no longer a vibration. But I also feel like here we can also just kind of crop this out, because I'm going to be really honest with you. Sometimes with these oracle cards, like I'm picking up things about the imagery here in the top, and then the bottom, I'm like, that's not what I'm feeling. I do feel like that has to do with the Marie Kondo that we're talking about, but I'm being brought back to the story of Tristan and Isolde, right? Which is like they were star-crossed lovers, and it was a really tragically ended love story. I have to tell you what this is about also, because do you see the braids? You kind of got to watch that reading of How to Read Tarot Intuitively to completely understand what I'm going to say, but I'll try to break it down. In that, the horse that I pulled up in that reading had a braid in its hair. Does this have a braid? No. Had a braid in its hair. And I was like, oh, the mind-body-spirit connection. It's a fully formed connection. It's the Trinity. It's complete love. It's Christ-like love, Christ consciousness love, all that stuff. Now I'm noticing her braid here. And I've been talking a lot about, remember the garden that I talked about too? I've been talking a lot about, you know, reaping karmic rewards and you having kind of gone through the fire and, you know, earn this, right? This wasn't willy-nilly. It was like, hey, you've really earned this, press record, right? And what I feel here is this is directly speaking to people that you are calling in from your past life. People that, I know this is really out there. This is what they're telling me, that for a large group of you, that this is linking up with someone. I don't care if it's romantic or not. I don't even think it matters whether the heart is involved. If you have a past life connection with someone that is like really strong and rooted and you've really been through some stuff together and then you meet and it's like that supernatural deja vu and you're like, have I known you 5 minutes or 5 years? You guys know what that is, and it's rare. It's rare. And I feel like you are attracting someone or people towards you that you've vowed to find each other again in future lifetimes. And it's this feeling of like, damn, I thought maybe it wasn't going to be this lifetime. The way things were looking and going. This has been a hell of a year. It's been a 3-year. You guys know this. We've talked about this plenty. It's been a 3-year, which means when things have been great, they're fabulous. And when they're not, they're really not. And I feel like for the Aquarians, like it's been more not fabulous times than it has fabulous. I mean, there's been some great moments, I'm sure. But I feel like the great moments are coming here at the end. And I just saw, oh, it was weird. I looked at the timer and it said 33, which is weird. But cool at the same time, because 3 times 4 is 12 and 1 plus 2 equals 3. And I was talking about 3 with the Trinity, 3 with the braid. You're linking up with someone or someones that you had an agreement with in a past life or past lives to meet up again in this life. And you made it in just under the buzzer, just under this Wheel of Fortune closing, right? Made it in just under the buzzer. Took some time to get there. This person probably stopped for several big gulps on the side of the road while you learned your lessons and whatever have you, but that's what this is, making it in just under the buzzer. And the fact that the stag, you know, this Baratheon situation is being represented here, and it's like just looking for a tribe. This you've agreed to meet up with this person or persons in a future lifetime, and there was parts of your soul aspect that was like, maybe not this lifetime then. I really could have sworn, but maybe not. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of this eternal. See the word eternal there? You're going to know when you meet them, because it's going to feel, and again, I feel like some of you, yeah, it's romantic love, but I feel like, I'm just going to say it, I feel like the majority of you, it's romantic love, but it is also, because when it rains, it pours, it's really like friends that you're going to meet up that are so much like you that you're like, holy crap, how long have I known you? And it's really cool. It's like you're this North American Cecropia moth and you're attracting towards you. You're releasing these like chemical pheromones for mating season, but it doesn't have to be like mating literally, but you're drawing all these people towards you that you've agreed to meet up with in another lifetime. And now it's happening. Oh, so sorry about that. I just knocked the phone over. It kind of scared me actually, because I thought I lost the recording. It kind of scared me because I kind of thought I might have lost the recording. And then I was just talking about, yeah, there is this feeling of like, yeah, maybe it wasn't going to happen this life. Oh God, I have freaking shivers. Okay, we also got Sedna Infinite Supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. You are supplied for today. Look at the purple realness. That is our birth color because our stone is amethyst, okay? I know we have more than one, but our predominant stone is amethyst, which is about, connecting with the crown chakra up to the intuition. I love the color parallels here as well. I feel like this is a specific message as well because the whale very much represents that esoteric ancestral energy. And I do feel, remember when I said that I felt all the guides and all the angels and all the ancestors coming together to kind of go like, yeah, like our charge did it. They did it. They did it. They did it. Like, I feel like this is very much what this is saying. Anyone who's feeling any anxiety around material aspects of life, whether it's money or home situation or how am I going to pull an income or whatever this is. This is that going, be the star that you are, be your unique self out loud. That is going to draw towards you all the money making opportunities and ideal partnerships than you could ever imagine. But it does require you being brave enough to step into the spotlight and fly that freak flag. And if you're in a job position, and please just use your discernment with what I'm about to say, but if you're in a job position that doesn't allow you to fly that freak flag, like, use your discernment, but also you might want to take a second look at that and ask yourself why you're there. That's all. Because how much time, like, for some of you, okay, fine, that may work, and then you have a side hustle that lets you be the freak flag flyer that you are, whatever that is. But there is this aspect of, is it worth not being able to be your authentic self? And I think some of you will understand what I'm saying if you grew up in a family that is really different than you. Like if you're like a left-winged liberal, for example, in a family of like right-winged Republicans, or if you are a magical being, if you are a psychic, if you are a seer, if you are intuitive, if you believe that there's life after death, if you are spiritual, and then you're in a family of atheists, scientists. It's like, no. It's that kind of like difference. And I do feel like for those of you, you're being called to really, because this is like a feeling of like going inside more than taking action. But this is a really beautiful energy of like taking this time to go inside and really look at and think about how good it feels to be around people and in situations that see you for exactly who you are. And what might it feel like to be seen by all? What if your outsides matched your insides? That's something to think about. Oh God, I'm wearing Amethyst Super 7. That's something to think about, okay? And I feel like it's going to be different for everybody. But on the whole, unicorn. It's so beautiful. And I'm just so excited for everything that's coming up. I could literally talk in minutes for additional messages that I'm getting in here, but I know that that's like a lot. So I'm going to leave you guys there, but I'm so excited about this. And just please let me know, I love you the most. Please let me know in the comments below if and how this resonated with you. And I'm just so excited for all of us. And I just want to thank you so much for being here, my beautiful fellow Aquas, my tribe. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, just thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.